All right, we're on.
Terrific. Well, I'm here with Lou Pugliese, who is the president of Moodlerooms. Lou, why don't you tell us a little bit about Moodlerooms business, what you're doing, and what's going on in analytics in your business?
So Moodlerooms is the largest managed service business for Moodle. We have a product that wraps around Moodle called Joule, which makes it enterprise scale for an institution and offers a number of different plug-in applications, both on the administrative side and the academic side. Academic tools like portfolio, analytics, content management, mobile applications, and then on the administrative side, applications that will plug into and integrate with large student information systems and other administrative applications. We're the largest provider of Moodle services for higher education in the world.
Excellent, excellent. Now, what are you announcing here at EDUCAUSE that's new?
So a couple of things that we're announcing that's new. Joule 2.0 following the release of Moodle 2.0, and Moodle 2.0 brings in a number of new features, Flex Flash applications, a series of gradebook and assessment applications, a variety of social networking tools. We, with our Joule application on top of Moodle, are announcing a number of different applications, add-ons, including the social network space called Social Mix, content management tool with a digital repository, and then lastly, an analytics tool that shows advanced analytics that's useful for faculty members looking at creating reports and advanced analytics around courses and performance.
Now, do these analytics focus on the performance of the student individual courses, or is it also pulled together so you can get a holistic view of how the student is doing?
So there are a number of different applications inside the course analytics environment, both from the provost perspective in terms of being able to look at programmatic achievement over time, because many institutions have collected a significant amount of data either in Joule or some other learning management system that we're replacing. We take that information and ingest that into our analytics engine and take historical data over time around the programmatic performance. At the faculty level, it's typically around how students are performing around a particular course in terms of grades, but also juxtaposing behavioral data in terms of how often they're accessing the course, how often they communicate in a social environment, how groups are interacting with each other, and persistence in terms of how much time they're spending online and what that means, from a course load perspective and a course analytics perspective.
I see. Now, one of the issues that we're dealing with in our conversations with people here at EDUCAUSE is affordability and the affordability of analytics applications. How affordable are the analytics that are embedded in Moodlerooms?
So there are two levels of analytics. A analytics package that comes along with Moodle in terms of Moodle and the onboard analytics. And then the next evolution of that is a highly visualized data analytics package that we're partnering with the authority on, both of which are free.
I see. Now, you say both of which are free. How does that work out for you business-wise? How do you make money on a transaction where it's a free transaction?
Well, we believe that we need to be competitive in the environment with Moodle and our platform Joule in terms of perpetuating and expanding the reach of open source. We think that's best for the community right now. 36 million educators have adopted Moodle, and it's in our best interest to perpetuate open source. And we believe that's the next evolution of the usage and depth of open source in higher education, is to offer a lot of add-on features that are critical to the e-learning environment. So we believe that's a necessary step.
In some ways, it sounds like it's a reaction to the fact that analytics have been very difficult to do in LMS 1.0 applications like Blackboard. In the 2.0 applications like Moodlerooms, it seems easier to get the analytics that are scraping that academic data.
Well, I think it's important to use that as a reactive tool to gather data, but more importantly, when educators are using Moodle before they even create a course, the question is, what are they measuring? What do they plan to measure in advance, and then construct a course which is empty at that time, or a template around how they're going to measure it, and how they want to build their learning environment online based on what they're going to measure initially before even building the course.
Now, Lou, you must have an idea of what the future holds for analytics in Moodlerooms and in general. Where do you think things will be in 3 years?
So I think a couple of things. One, certainly there's a movement towards expanding the elements of data or the series of evidences in an institution that compare and contrast not only LMS performance data, but also data outside an LMS environment, whether it's financial aid, administrative, grade books that sits in the student system, other transaction systems. So we believe that is an important measure in looking at a 360-degree view of a program or an individual student's performance. And in addition to that, we believe that predictive analytics and getting more multiple measures in predictive analytics is certainly the future of where we think analytics is going.
Excellent. Well, one of the things that we're doing with the Public Forum and Action Analytics in the community of practice is we are posting case studies, white papers, and other materials describing products. Would you be willing to send us some electronic versions of those ancillary materials describing Moodlerooms?
Absolutely. We're starting to do a number of case studies with beta partners that we have. They're adopting analytics for the first time. And so we're going to create a chronicle of information around that. In addition to that, we have a series of white papers, one that we just released today on various stages of analytics maturity and maturity models around the adoption of analytics programs around LMS.
Great. Well, we'll get those as soon as we have the electronic versions. We'll get those posted.
Super.
Thanks very much, Lou.
Great. Thanks, Don.
Bye-bye.
Take care.